I think this was 59 cents and this was 35 cents, less than $1. I'm going to put that right down tight on the floor. Okay, and it's going to be underneath the couch. So do I really care? I could have got a metal cover plate. This is a plastic one, but nobody's ever going to be walking on it or anything. So I'm not too concerned with it. And see, this is the old school electrical outlet duplex receptacles. You remember? They had two like that, and then quite a few years ago they upgraded to this style. See how it's rectangular. This will still work. This will still work. Boom, like that. Instead of that, I could have gotten one of those with that type of cover plate, but then that plug would have cost me about $3. The cover plate would have cost me close to $2. You know, maybe close to $5 for everything, as opposed to $1. Nobody's ever going to see it. I thought, should I match the existing condition and put that in? And I thought, you know what? I'm not going to. I'm just going to do this. I wanted to show you anyways, because you can decide for yourself how much you're going to spend on your project. You want to do it this way for $1, like that? You want to get one like this for about $5 total for the cover plate and that electrical outlet? Or do you want to put in a brass plated one? That was $35, and that came with the box. It was a junction box, kind of like this, except it was metal. Okay, it was metal, and then you have the metal cover plate, and then you still had a cheapo electrical outlet like this, but it was brown. Okay, it was chocolate brown, and then the brass cover plate for $35. You know, you want to do it that way, or you want to do it this way. You choose. Okay, so what else am I gonna end up having to use on this? Well, when I get down over under here, I'm going to have to use a little extension cord. I'm going to have to use an extension cord for one of them, and I thought I would be using something like this. Just plug it in, and on the plug here. See, it comes with a box here, and then here's it's just a 2-prong, and I wasn't sure if it was a 2-prong or if it was going to be a 3-prong. Because if it was going to be a 3-prong, lots of these little cheapo extension cords, they're not set up for 3-prong. They're set up for 2-prong, and if it was a 3-prong, it's hard to fit it on there. Sometimes you can fit it on there and chop that off and have the prong fitting on the outside, depending how this is set up. But see, sometimes they're set up where there's a long side and there's a small side. So if your prongs that you're plugging in are one's big and one's small, you can't flip it around. See this one here? They're both the same size. So it's almost like, okay, is there which way do you plug it in? Does it matter? See, sometimes there's cords that it matters, okay? And so they only had this kind at the store. I'm fine, right, with this. But if I wasn't fine, I was looking at the store, and sometimes they have a little bit heavier one. Now, Momi had this in a cardboard box in our storage area, and I thought, if I need to, I'll use this. It's a little bit heavier gauge. And look at the end on that. See there? Look at that. That's for a 3-prong if you've got the ground, and then you've got one on this side, 2 on that side. Okay, so is there a difference what type of extension cord to use? Yeah, I guess there is. Now, you could, if you needed a 3-prong, and let's say your cord in was 3-prong, you could take a little adapter like that, plug it in like that. Like if there was a 3-prong down there, let's say, you could put this on it, And then you can plug it into your little extension cord with the 2-prong. And see here? This side is bigger than that side. I don't know if you can tell that. It's longer. I can see it's wider. And there's a long side on this and a short side. Well, it can only fit in one way. I can't fit it in upside down because it won't plug in. Don't try to push it in because it's not really gonna, it's not set up that way. That could be plugged in like that if you wanted to do something like that, okay? And so I had that. Then the other thing, I've got two of those on that side for those two, okay? And I only want to cut one hole in the floor. So I thought, okay, I'll get a power strip. I've got the power strip. I'm going to plug that in to the floor, and then I've got enough. I'm only going to end up plugging, well, 3 things in there. 2 for that side, and then 1 for this. So I'm going to have it located wherever I have to go. See, this one here, see how far I can pull that? So I don't have to have the cord over there. I could have it, you see how far it is? I could actually have it, no, I was initially thinking I could maybe put it underneath this curve, but, well, I could if I wanted to, because see, what I'm going to end up doing is pulling one of these out of the way, whichever one I use. I could pull this whole thing. I could just pull it out, put the plug right in there. If I wanted, I'd have to lift it up and take a look at it and all that kind of stuff. And if not, I'll think of something. But see, this can be plugged in. Boom, it could be plugged in there, and then, or actually, I'm wrong. I'm going to take the white extension cord. See, I'm going to take this white extension cord and I'm going to plug it in there, and then that's going to go over. That's going to go over, probably over into here somewhere. And then I'll have this power strip probably in there somewhere. Because see, here's one for that. And then here's the other one. So I can plug both of those into that there, take my long extension cord there and plug it into there. So I'm going to have 3 things plugged into that. And I like to use power strips, and that's a good way to do it. I wouldn't want to daisy chain all of these together with another white cord and another white cord and maybe have an electrical outlet over there or something. And they really do good on most couches. This one, like I said, was from Lazy Boy. See how long it extends out? I mean, I'm glad they did that. So I can decide exactly where I want to put my electrical outlet on the floor. Okay, so I've got all that there. And now, what else did I end up getting? Let's see. What else I got here? Oh, I got just a cover plate. And that, remember, last time I was here, I saw that this one had a crack in it. Right up in there. There's a crack. And so since I was at the store, I can see it. I think you can see that. Made a determination. I can put that one there. And I'm pretty sure this one's white. The plastic, I got to take it out of the plastic bag. But you want to make sure there's 2 different colors at the store. You can get the white, or you can get an ivory. Ivory is the old school for the switches, the switches to go up and down this way. And with the paddle, I think they only have white. And so, see, that's pretty much the same color. Okay. All right. And it even came with 2 little screws. And so when I take this one off, I'll save the 2 screws because you never know when you're going to need those. Okay. So I got that at the store as well. What else did What else did I get here? I got to make sure to not lose those screws. I got a blank cover plate because underneath the house, and see, I've got this junction box. Now I'm going to use that underneath the house. I'm going to nail that to the side of a 2x4, and it's going to be located probably on this wall. This little section wall goes down another 5 or 6 feet underneath the house, because I can actually walk under there maybe 6 or 7 feet. And so I'll nail this on a 2x4 down over there, and then I'm gonna run a wire from there, and I'm actually going to use this as a junction box down there. I'm going to take a little piece of wire and go from there down to this box. Okay, then out of this box I'm going to take another wire and go boop 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 all the way over to wherever I put my cut-in electrical outlet on the floor. Okay, and I needed Romex for that because I'm going to use this as a junction box underneath here. Kaboom, right there. And if I'm only going to use it for a junction, I'm going to put a blank plate on it. Kaboom. Underneath the house, wire's going to come out of there. And why do I need a junction box? I mean, because I can get underneath the floor, I'm going to do myself a favor once I get the wire down there. Because see, I could take the wire exactly from that box all the way over to here. And that's it. Well, that's all I have for this time. But I'll be back with more videos.